everybody, and welcome to the first race of the season in the NYTORL. This is going to be a series known as the NYTORL 15 Races of Fame series. You've heard of the 15 Minutes of Fame? Well, this is a series that's only going to run for 15 races, and so it's going to be called the 15 Races of Fame series. First of all, I want to thank Mega Jeff Gordon 24 for making me a member of the NYTORL, and I hope that this series will be up to par with what he has wanted for his group of the NYTORL, and that we'll be able to continue to do this series for several seasons. Alright, so we have a 42-car field, and that's all we have. It's just a 42-car field for these 15 races. If you didn't get a chance to sign up, if you're not in the series this season, please keep tabs on this series when we get the end of the season, because we're going to end up having the sign-ups open again for Season 2. So you'll want to be keeping your eyes open so you'll be able to be in that when it happens. But for now, these are the 15, or make that the 42 drivers that are going to be in the 15 races, as we will look through the field now at this 42-car field. We've got the car of Jake Johnson on the pole for today's race, and he'll start alongside of Ryan Acosta in second. Then it's Ashley Sears there in third, or actually she's going to start off on the outside of row 2 and fourth, but she's going to start to the inside of the 37 car of Austin West. Starting off in fifth position will be Christian Janes alongside of the 16 car of Jake Hargis. Then on the inside of row 4, it's Robert Band beside of Seth Cole, and row 5, Jacob Cook alongside of Luke Walker. Let's change to a different camera angle here. Here we go. Then we've got the 4 of Charles Jackson starting off in 11th. 12th beside him is going to be Josh Johnson. Then we got Matthew Rodriguez on the outside of James McLeod. Then it'll be the 2 of Justin Johnson alongside of Jack Richards. Corey Williams will line up alongside of the 60 of Skylin Carlson. Then we've got Trent Dunham in the 32 alongside Jacob Lawler. Ryan West will line up beside of Zach Carlson, and then on the inside of that row will be the 46 car of Logan Ryan alongside of Kenny Murray. We got Levi Shones on the inside of Jake Berg. Then it's Hayden Klein to the inside of Alexander Dawson. The 92, Jacob Rodriguez, will line up alongside of Bob Fergus. Noah Cars beside of Pichu London. Alex Filter will start on the high side of Mark George. Then it's Dylan Schwallenberg to the inside of Ryan Duke. Anthony McCurry beside Matthew McCormick. Alex Band will line up alongside of Joseph Bryan. And in the final row, we've got Tim Walsh and Robbie Bogus. So that's going to be the starting lineup for today's race, and that's the 42 drivers that will race it out for 15 laps for the championship. Points format's going to be like the 2011 points format. 43 points goes to the person who wins, 42 to the person that finishes second, and so on until we get down to the person who finishes 42nd. They will get 1 point for the race. If we end up getting really close here in the standings at race 15, which we haven't decided where that's going to take place yet, we will end up having where whoever leads a lap is going to get a point, pretty similar to Sean the Dog's Viva Viagra Cup Series season finale over at, I think it was at Talladega in his series. So we're going to be possibly doing that, but we are going to be having the new points format, not the old one that usually is associated with the NR 2003 game. Alright, so we are at Daytona here today, a restrictor plate race, which means that anybody in this 42 car field, anybody in this 42 car field can go to victory lane. We have seen drivers come all the way from 42nd up through the field to win an event. Also, there are going to be 20 laps of racing here. We're going to have a lot of fun watching these cars here at Daytona. The last time I ended up running a series like this, it ended up closing. I assure you that will not happen this time. These GN 2003, these Grand National Series 2003 cars will be run this whole season, and hopefully for many more seasons to come, exclusively here on the NNSA Sports channel. The command to fire the engines has been given, so these cars will roll off for one full pace lap, and we will then put them under green. So we are going to be watching very carefully to see who's going to be making all the right moves and who's going to make the right move at the very end of this race to put themselves in victory lane. 15 races, that's not a whole lot of time, so these drivers are going to want to be consistent early if they're going to be a challenger for the championship. Also, I'm glad I mentioned that because I'm going to tell you, there is no chase. No chase whatsoever because there are only 15 races. How can you have a chase with 15 races? That would be like running 5 races and then having the chase. Not going to be having the chase. It's going to be new points format, but we're going to the old chase style where there was no chase. We're going back to around 2003, 2004. When there wasn't a chase, these drivers raced it down to the last race, and anybody that was mathematically in would be able to have a chance, not just drivers who are in the top 12 in the standings. So that's how the format's going to go. No chase, but we're going with the new points format. I hope I made myself clear on that. Maybe I confused some of you. Sorry about that. I tend to do that very often. Okay, so the Jake Johnson machine on the pole for today's race. Jake Johnson, he's no stranger to victory lane. Ended up going to victory lane in the NCG MRS Discount Tire Series when he drove the 29 for Richard Childress Racing. So he obviously knows how to get to victory lane here at Daytona. He's starting alongside the 73 of Ryan Acosta. Acosta has not, to my knowledge, in any series that I've done, been to victory lane here at Daytona. Austin West starting off there in third, a complete mystery to me. I've never had him in a series before, so we're going to see his racing style here today. And Ashley Sears starting there in fourth. That's the same with her. I've never had her in a series, so we're going to see her racing style as well. There are quite a few drivers in this field that I am not familiar with their racing style, but we're going to find out here today and during the course of this season. So it's going to be Jake Johnson and Ryan Acosta to get us underway. A Dodge and a Chevy put us under green for the first time here in the 15 Races of Fame series for the NYTORL. Already some cars starting to make their way down to the inside. I see Logan Ryan moving down low back there. Looks like James McLeod making a move back there as well, as they will start to go 3 wide here through turn 1. Christian James coming up that inside line along with Jacob Cook. Ryan Acosta going to come down, try and pick up the draft from that as Jake Johnson continues to lead, but not for long. Here comes the 73 of Ryan Acosta. He's gotten a run to the inside, and he's going to try to go to the front. Meanwhile, further back, we've got Jacob Cook. We got Luke Walker. We got James McLeod. They're all lined up on that inside line. Fourth in that line, Corey Williams. Oh, Corey Williams going down on the apron there for a moment. Oh, there's a car getting turned. It's Robert Bann. Oh, and Austin West is turned back there as well. At the stripe with the caution coming out, it's going to be Ryan Acosta on the high side. Caution is out. Oh, they're all wrecking back here. Dylan Schwallenberg's in it. Anthony McCurry is in it. There's the 4 car of Charles Jackson involved. There's McCurry. There's Hayden Klein. Jacob Rodriguez. Tim Walsh. Dylan Schwallenberg. Jake Hargis. And Robert Bann all involved in this. There may have been some others. There's some damage to that race car there. That's Jacob Rodriguez in the 92. Further up, looks like maybe Matthew Rodriguez has sustained some damage. Also, the 48 car of Bob Fergus has been involved. And there's the 54 car of Levi Schoens. He's involved as well. Possibly some damage as well to the 21 of Pichu London. Looks like there is. Alex Bann in the 30 may be involved. And the 84 of Matthew McCormick may have gotten some damage as well. Oh, and there's a wreck further up there. Oh, there's Robert Bann, Tim Walsh, Anthony McCurry all getting together. I think they ran into the back of Dylan Schwallenberg. Let's see why we're under the caution flag. Well, Robert Bann gets turned in the middle of this corner here. And I think, yeah, Charles Jackson kind of comes up into Seth Cole. Seth Cole then goes up and he gets a piece of Austin West there. But Charles Jackson clips the 19 of Robert Bann. And look at him spinning right in front of Justin Johnson. The 2 car, the AC Delco Chevrolet. And that car is going to make some contact with the 19. You see Austin West spinning further up there. Jake Hargis in the 16 there, left side of your screen. He's spinning in the middle of traffic. And, oh, Noah Carr's got a piece of that right there in the 5. And then here comes Robert Bann, and I don't know if Bann maybe saves it right here? Or does he go up into Tim Walsh? No, he goes to do a spin and saves it. But then I think he sustains damage right here. Yeah, Dylan Schwalberg comes down, and there's nowhere for him to go. But Austin West, I think, took a ride as well. Let's see what happened to Austin West in the 37. And I don't know if during that last replay you noticed the 81 of Robbie Bogus making his way through traffic. Great run right there. Great job getting through that whole mess there by the 81. Now right here, watch again. I can't tell if Corey Williams maybe made contact with Charles Jackson, and Charles Jackson then made contact with Seth Cole. I couldn't tell. But I did see the 4 car go up the racetrack there. Oh! There's Anthony McCurry and the 10 of Josh Johnson getting into it. Right there, up into the wall. Matthew Rodriguez sustaining some damage there as well. There's the 57 coming through that pack, and looks like he gets through. You can just see him piling up there. There's the 54 of Levi Schoen's involved. He's going to make more contact right there with Austin West. And then you're going to end up having more cars come into this picture. There's the 21 of Pichu London. He gets his contact right there. Matthew McCormick gets into the back of him. And Austin West, then his problems aren't over. I think Anthony McCurry's going to come into the picture here. There he is, the 26. He makes contact. Here comes Tim Walsh in the 33. He'll make some contact, and it actually flips Austin West upside down. So a tough break for Austin West and Robert Band. They were both running up pretty well in the field when this wreck occurred. Let's go back to green. And so it looks like the pace car's lights will go out when they cross the stripe here, and we'll go back to green flag racing on lap 20. Several drivers out of the race as a result of this wreck. Trent Dunham has retired, Matthew Rodriguez, Charles Jackson, Levi Schoens, Robert Band, Jake Hargis, Jacob Rodriguez, Bob Fergus, Anthony McCurry, and Austin West have all retired from today's race. Let's give you a look through the field, see who's running where, as we still have about 15 laps to go. Ryan Acosta leads. Jacob Cook is second. Luke Walker is up in third. Fourth right now is our pole sitter Jake Johnson, and James McLeod is in fifth. Christian James is sixth. Seventh is Corey Williams. Seth Cole runs in eighth. Ninth is Skylin Carlson, and Logan Ryan runs in 10th. And 11th is Ryan West, or I'm sorry, not Ryan West. And 11th is, I'm sorry, I'm trying to look through here, see if I can, yes, it is Ryan West. Hey, I got it right. And 12th position, we've got Justin Johnson. 13th is Kenny Murray. 14th is Jack Richards, and Mark George runs in 15th. 16th is Zach Carlson. 17th is Alex Filter. Alexander Dawson runs in 18th, Ryan Juke 19th, and Joseph Bryant is up to 20th. 21st is Alex Band, Hayden Klein runs 22nd, Robbie Bogus is 23rd, Jake Berg 24th, 25th is Matt McCormick, Ashley Sears runs in 26th, Noah Cars 27th, 28th, Tim Walsh 29th, Dylan Schwallenberg 30th is Josh Johnson, 31st is Pichu London, and 32nd is Jacob Lawler. 10 cars out of the race, as mentioned, but I'll go through them again if you'd like. Trent Dunham is retired from the race along with Matthew Rodriguez, Charles Jackson, Levi Schoens, Robert Band, Jake Hargis, also the cars of Jacob Rodriguez, Bob Fergus, Anthony McCurry, and Austin West have retired from this race. So Ryan Acosta out in front, Jacob Cook there in second, Luke Walker is third, fourth is Jake Johnson, and fifth is James McLeod, all of which, to my knowledge, have run in some race, in some series here on the NSCRA. Christian James, Corey Williams back there in 6th and 7th have as well. So we'll get ready to go back under green on lap 6 of 20. We've already worked our first caution flag, which involved sending 10 drivers to the garage area early in this event. Green flag back out. Acosta gets a pretty good restart. So does Jacob Cook, though, but it's kind of spaced out about a car length between Acosta to Cook, and then another car length back from a Cook to Walker. So they kind of spread out here, and now Walker's going to try and take away 2 positions. Started off in that 4th position. Now he's going to try and take 3rd away. He's got drafting help from Christian James. Now Jacob Cook is all over the back bumper of Ryan Acosta, but he has no drafting help. If he makes a move, he's going to have to make it all by himself. Now he comes down to the inside line. Can Christian James get up there and help him get by Ryan Acosta for the lead? Down low is Jacob Cook. He's going to get the drafting help from, well, I thought it was going to be from Jake Johnson. Instead, it's going to be from Christian James as they are splitting 3 wide further back once again. There's the 46 car of Logan Ryan. Good run for him in that Civil Air Patrol car coming up that inside lane, number 46. And now we're going to have a new lead change as Jacob Cook led that lap, but the lead's now going to shift over to, well, maybe James McLeod if he makes a move down to the inside. Yeah, Christian James went low, but James McLeod went even lower, and he's going to go to the front. Going to get some drafting help from Seth Cole, Logan Ryan, and also Ryan West. Some other cars coming up that inside line as well, including the 77 of Kenny Murray. He's leading that second pack pretty much. And here we go, 3 wide for the lead again. Logan Ryan going to make that move 3 wide, sticking Seth Cole in the middle. He's got Ryan West directly behind him and Corey Williams. Things getting wadded up here. Alexander Dawson back there now. That second group starting to catch up. Kenny Murray caught up. Alexander Dawson now doing so. That second group trying to catch up there. And here we go, 3 wide for the lead again. This time it's Corey Williams on the inside line going to the front. They're swapping that lead around pretty well, and here comes the one. Our pole sitter, Jake Johnson, down to the inside line. But no, it looks like the 77 of Kenny Murray's going to look 3 wide for the lead. Can Corey Williams slide down to block? No, he cannot. Kenny Murray to the front now. And he's got drafting help from Mark George and Alexander Dawson, as well as the 59 of Ryan Juke. Several drivers we haven't seen at the front yet today. Going to be a photo finish at the stripe here. It's Kenny Murray leading that, but Mark George now on the inside line to try and take the lead. Alexander Dawson now moves him into the middle groove, and here comes Dawson down to the inside line, and Dawson's going to take the top spot. There's the 73 of Ryan Acosta, third in that inside line, so he's found the inside line to work his way back up to the front again. And Ryan Juke down low in that 59, going to try and put a move here. Cannot, as he's stuck in a 3-way battle for the second position with Mark George and Kenny Murray. Alexander Dawson is the new leader here at Daytona. Remember, this is race 1 of 15, which means we'll have 14 more events for these drivers to be able to make their moves to try and be championship contenders. Luke Walker coming back up that inside line, but not very much drafting help yet. Now it looks like the Justin Johnson machine will start closing in on the back bumper. He's got drafting help from Alex Band, but Luke Walker having to do it all by himself here. Somehow he made that pass on Ryan Acosta down low without a drafting partner, but I'm not certain quite how he did it. Maybe he picked up the draft from Alexander Dawson or something. I don't know. Top 5 now is Dawson, then Luke Walker, then Ryan Acosta, then Christian James, and now Jacob Cook puts a slide job down to the inside line to take and hold the 5th position. Battle on for the lead, 3 wide. Oh my goodness, look at them, 3 abreast coming to the stripe. Dawson led that lap, but Acosta down low, Walker in the middle. Drafting help down low in the form of Jacob Cook, drafting help in the middle in the form of Christian James, who now looks like he may ditch the 99. He looks to go to the inside. Oh, he got into him. Oh! Christian James got into Luke Walker. Alex Band got into Christian James. James comes back off the racetrack and he saves it. Great save by Christian James. That was a 3-way spin almost there. And somehow James held onto it and he's still running in the 7th position. How he held onto that car, I'm not exactly sure. And here comes Seth Cole trying to go to the front for the first time here today as he'll go to the inside of Luke Walker. At the stripe, it's Walker on the high side getting the advantage at the stripe. Seth Cole now going to go down low and he'll take over the top spot in that number 25 United States Marines car. There's Ryan Acosta. Can't seem to keep him away from the front. And here comes a car up on the inside line we haven't seen at the front all day long. Joseph Bryant in that number 90. And he's bringing along the 20 car of Zach Carlson. Both of them we haven't seen at the front at all today. Alex Filter there in the 27. He's stuck in the middle line, but he's trying to come up to the front as well. We haven't seen him at the front. Joseph Bryant on that inside line. Now going to get a challenge down low, it looks like, as he moves to the middle groove. Look at this at the stripe. Whoa! Ryan Acosta by a mere few inches getting that lap led. And here's Zach Carlson down that inside line as he's going to take over the top spot. He's got drafting help from the 46 of Logan Ryan. Ryan West is back there as well. Mark George trying to make his way up to the front along with Ryan Juke in the 57 and Corey Williams in the 59 and Corey Williams in the 79. Zach Carlson playing defense up high. Now will slide down low and he'll try and hold off Ryan West, Mark George and company, who are coming very quickly up that inside line. Still, any of these drivers in this pack can win it. Our pole sitter was up there quite a bit. Jake Johnson, he slid all the way back to the end of this pack as Mark George makes a 3-wide move, sticking Ryan West in the middle, and he'll try and go to the front here. Possibly something to miss on the 2 car of Justin Johnson. He suddenly is off the pace. Oh, they're 4 wide. Look at Alex Filter crowding Christian James right there. And oh, they made contact. Oh, we made more contact with Ryan Juke. Oh, he's up into the fence. He clipped somebody and they're in the fence. Alex Filter. Here comes James McLeod. Oh, they're coming up on a slower race car. Look out. That's the slower car of Pichu London. Everybody trying to make their way by. Can they make it by before they get to the caution flag? Looks like they will, but Corey Williams, Zach Carlson, they're going to lose out. James McLeod going to slide by, and he'll take over third, I think. Oh, someone got turned back there. Oh, into the fence and flipping. That was Corey Williams. Who else was involved in that? I can't tell. Oh, that was Logan Ryan in the 46. There's Corey Williams. I saw his car flipping. And here's some more race cars. There's Alex Filter. There's Noah Cars. There's Hayden Klein's there. Jacob Lawler. Dylan Schwallenberg, Josh Johnson. I think they were the ones pretty much involved in that thing. And we are under caution with Mark George leading the way. Let's see what happened. We had two separate incidents. One that brought out the caution and one that happened after the caution. Well, watch right here. The 27, he was pretty much like crowding Christian James. And he's going to get clipped right here. They were actually 4 wide there. He bounces up into Ryan Juke. Juke doesn't really like it. Shoves him down to the inside grooves just to say, hey, give me some room here. And then Filter's trying to get back up onto the racetrack. And right here, yeah, he got clipped by the 77 of Kenny Murray trying to come back up onto the racetrack. He gets a little piece of Christian James in the 18 car there, who somehow saves it again. Kenny Murray comes down, gets a piece of Alexander Dawson right there. Joseph Bryant sustained a little bit of damage. Also, Ryan Acosta, Seth Cole, I think they got some of it as well. You see the 77 Kenny Murray, the 49 of Alexander Dawson. They're spinning down in the infield, but not really much of a problem for them. And now let's take a look and see what happened to Corey Williams and Logan Ryan. That was a wild ride here at Daytona. Let's see what happened. Alright, now both of them are stuck behind that slower car of Pichu London, who had just been put a lap down before they got to the stripe here. Let's see. I think Corey Williams he tried to just go to the inside of that 21. He wanted to get by him. But the 46 of Logan Ryan was there. They're going to get together here. And, yeah, I don't know. But look at this impact right there. Oh, my goodness. The 46 gets airborne. Corey Williams gets airborne. And that was hard impact for both of those drivers, both of whom were running in the top 10 at the time, and that may end their day just because of a slower race car in front of them when they came to get the caution flag. Alright, so it looks like hopefully the pace lights will go out on the pace car and we'll be able to go back to green flag racing for 3 more laps. We will indeed. Alright, so Mark George, well, actually, no. It'll be a green-white checkered. Yeah, it will. It'll be a green-white checkered to decide the first race of the 15 Races of Fame series. Alright, so here's the way they line up, as only one race car went to the garage area, and that was Logan Ryan, due to a valve problem, obviously, after hitting that wall that hard. Mark George is the leader. Ryan West is second. James McLeod third. Ryan Juke fourth. Jake Johnson, the pole sitter, back up to fifth. There's Pichu London. He's 31st, 1 lap down, so he will not be a contender for the win. Corey Williams, who took that hard hit, he's still running in 6th. Not sure how he's able to do that, but he is. Zach Carlson is in 7th. Christian James in 8th. Ryan Acosta is there in 9th, and Joseph Bryant runs 10th. Seth Cole is 11th. In 12th is Luke Walker. Jacob Cook is 13th. 14th is Justin Johnson. Then we got Robbie Bogus there in 15th. Ashley Sears in 16th. Jake Berg is 17th. 18th is Skylin Carlson. 19th, Alexander Dawson, and Alex Spann runs in 20th. Kenny Murray, 21st. Jack Richards, 22nd. 23rd is Hayden Klein. 24th is Alex Filter. 25th is Jacob Lawler. 26th, Noah Cars. Dylan Schwallenberg runs in 27th. 28th right now is Josh Johnson. 29th is Tim Walsh. And 30th is Matt McCormick. 30 cars on the lead lap. 31 still on the racetrack. Pichu London, the only car 1 lap down. So you're going to bet that that number 21 back there of Pichu London, that hopefully he would move out of the way, let these guys get on by him and race for the lead. However, you got to think that Mark George, Ryan West, James McLeod, Ryan Juke, and pole sitter Jake Johnson are all loving the fact there's a lap car between themselves and the rest of the field, because they could maybe get a speedy getaway and settle it between the 5 of them in this green-white checker finish. Pace car will peel off. They'll get the green flag when they come around next time. They'll get the white flag when they come around the final time. They'll get the checker flag. If the caution comes out during any time of that, they will race it back to the line, and the race will be over. Mark George leads, green flag back out here on lap 19. And that slower car of Pichu London is moving down to the lower groove, letting the drivers that are faster get on by on the high side. So, very heads-up move by Pichu London, knowing that he's not in this race to be able to challenge for the win. He'll probably finish in that 31st position. Mark George, though, he got quite a run away from all these other drivers as they are trying now to close it back up, and they've only got a little over 1.5 laps to do it. Now James McLeod's going to get a run, and he's going to come to the inside line. Mark George throws the block. Oh boy, did he throw a block, and James McLeod almost turned him. Here we go. It's now gotten to be a 6-man fight as the 20 of Zach Carlson has joined the fray. Now James McLeod has drafting help. Nothing Mark George can do at the stripe this time. It was Mark George. But there is no caution. We are green, which means we will race it back to the stripe. If the caution comes out, we will still race it back to the stripe as the white flag was displayed for Mark George, but James McLeod is the leader. Jake Johnson there in second. Ryan Juke up to third. Zach Carlson slides by now for fourth. And Ryan West now going to try and take fifth. It's going to be James McLeod, Jake Johnson, Ryan Juke. Here comes Jake Johnson down to the inside line. He'll try and go for the lead. Jake Johnson started on the pole. He wants to finish with the front spot. He gets to the front. Now Ryan Juke waiting for drafting help. Zach Carlson coming up that inside line. Will it be Ryan Juke making a move? Or will Jake Johnson take it all? Jake Johnson with the lead. No challenge. Jake Johnson starts first, finishes first, and wins here at Daytona. Jake Johnson wins this race after starting on the pole. He slid to the middle of the field, but still there at the last moment at the right time, and it's Jake Johnson winning today's race in that number 1 Dodge. Let's take a look at the finishing order as the official results are now in. Jake Johnson wins. Ryan Juke, great run in second. Zach Carlson third. Ryan West fourth. James McLeod in fifth. Mark George, who took that restart in the lead, finishes in sixth. Seth Cole seventh. Christian James eighth. Jacob Cook ninth. Luke Walker in 10th. How about Robbie Bogus? He missed that first big wreck. Finishes off in a good finish of 11th. In 12th was Justin Johnson. 13th, Ryan Acosta. Skyland Carlson, good run for him. In 14th, Jack Richards 15th, Hayden Klein in 16th, Ashley Sears in 17th, Alexander Dawson in 18th, Joseph Bryant slipped a long ways back to 19th, and Alex Band finishes in 20th. Jake Berg finishes in 21st, Jacob Lawler 22nd, 23rd, Noah Cars 24th, Kenny Murray, Dylan Schwallenberg in 25th, Alex Filter 26th, Josh Johnson finishes in 27th, Tim Walsh in 28th. In 29th position is going to be Matthew McCormick, Corey Williams in 30th. Then Pichu London finishes 1 lap down in 31st, and the rest of these cars finished out of the race. Logan Ryan, Trent Dunham, Matthew Rodriguez, Charles Jackson, Levi Shones, Robert Band, Jake Hargis, Jacob Rodriguez, Bob Fergus, Anthony McCurry, and Austin West. So congratulations to the one car of Jake Johnson, who not only started in first, but finished this race in first. The point standings will be coming up next. We'll head then to our next race, which is going to take place at Talladega Superspeedway. Hope you'll tune in for that. I'm Seth Cole. Hope you've enjoyed today's race. This has been Race 1 of the NYTORL 15 Races of Fame series.